Good morning from Montreal. Jean-Serge Gagnon here. Just as you can see, our snow situation is back. We got our snow again, and today we're going to be talking about residual income. You want to build yourself a business, but you want to have residual income in your business, right? So you know what is residual income? Residual income is when you make money when you sleep, when you're on vacation. When you stop working, you still make money. That's residual income, all right? So if you want to know how to get residual income, obviously there's like tons of ways, but I'm going to talk to you about a few things that I do and that I've learned about over the last couple of years, even 10, 20 years, because I've been in this game for a long time. Since 1991, 92, I think it was, when I first started my first network marketing company. I was actually working at a Radio Shack back then as a rep, a sales rep, a guy on the floor that sells stuff, answers questions and all that kind of stuff. And there's one of the guys I was working with. He's like, "Hey, you want to make some extra money?" I'm like, "Well, sure, why not?" And ended up going to this meeting and whatever. And that was like, oh my God, that was network marketing, right? So for me, MLM network marketing is one of the ways to make residual income. One of the best ways to do it. It's not for everybody. I'm not saying that that's what you got to do. I'm just saying that if you're open to that, that could be an option for you, right? Because that means you don't have to worry about building your own business. There's all sorts of things that are taken care of for you. And there's some negativity around it because there's, like any other business, there's 90% of people that fail, right? So 95% even. And so those people that fail certainly have negative things to say about it, right? And so the other thing is any kind of business. Any business, like a coffee shop, a snow removal company, a gardening company, a tree trimming company, fishery, whatever, any kind of business that you can think of, you can build it so you have residual income. And for those businesses, typically what you do is you end up hiring people that do the work for you and you manage the thing, right? So if you get the right people in, you get the right, team in, you get enough customers, enough sales, you can get to a point where you just own the business and it takes care of itself, and you basically have residual income, right? So that's one way to do it. To be honest, that's probably the hardest way to build a residual income, is by building a business like that, usually 5 to 10 years before you actually have a residual income. Now I'm talking from not experience in the sense of having built a company that's to that point, but I have built a company before in the past. I started a company. I was founder. We were two. The company came all the way to valuation of 20 million. We ended up having to shut down because of the .com in 2000. There was no more money, whatever. Anyways, long story short, that business was running for 3 years or 2.5 years or so before we had to shut it down. It went from, being worth $40,000 with two people working. Well, actually I started on my own, then I got an investor. So two people started out, ended up closing shop after 3 years, 2.5 years. I think we had 22 headcount, 22 staff, and we had, a valuation of 20 million, which means that we were projecting sales, I think about a million that next year or something, right? But that's the thing, is that you build a business, it can just come crashing down because of the economy, because of whatever the market you're in, anything like that can happen, right? So that's another way. And the thing is that business could have grew, could have succeeded, could have, if we were able to execute certain things that we just weren't able to because of the market, because of the economy, because of external forces. But that's a traditional business. You build a business, you hire people, and you get to a point where you can have residual income. But like I said, that's one of the hardest things to do, right? So the third way is what I'm doing right now, which is online marketing, attraction marketing, online personal branding, that kind of stuff, where a business that you have, like say you want to start a tree trimming business, or you want to start a fishery business, or you want to start a concrete pouring business, right? Any of those businesses, you do stuff every day, right? That you can, that tons of people, millions of people out there, they actually want to know how to do those things. And they're willing to pay a couple bucks, $50, $100, whatever, to get educated on that, right? and you're an expert in it. That's why you're starting that business, right? So you can actually build some very simple things that you can actually sell online. I'm serious about this. You know, like for example, a tree trimming business, you might be like, okay, well, to trim a tree, you got to watch out for this, you got to watch out for that, those phone lines. You could actually put together like a free, you know, checklist of 10 things to check before you cut a tree. And, you know, before you trim a bush or a, not a bush, but a, you know, a row of trees, for example, say you want to do that, you know, things to check. You can have a checklist that can be free, right? And then you can build a course, a video course. You just record yourself doing things and talk about it. And eventually you can have a course that you sell for 50, 100 bucks, whatever, to the right people. There's people out there that will pay for that. And the thing is that once you have that, it's online and it can sell in the middle of the night all the time. When you're sleeping, it doesn't matter. You can start making that kind of income, right? So those are 3 different ways to have residual income. Of course, you could become an actor or a singer and have royalties on your movies, on your songs, on the radio, whatever. Again, that's probably not for the common people out there. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you think anybody needs to hear this message, if they're looking for a way to build residual income, then go ahead and share. Let them know about this. I'd appreciate it. But don't forget, enable notifications up top there if you're watching on Facebook, and go to YouTube if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the inside. Oh, and don't forget, go to masterofsimple.com. Get my free ebook, The Top 10 Simple Online Strategies that actually attract customers and team members to you. And that's for social media attraction marketing. So go to masterofsimple.com, put your name and email. You'll get on my list too. Make sure you don't miss out on any of these videos. All right, so see you on the inside. Have yourself a great day.